Hey Team Vital Force, Coach Lee here. In this video we're going to be going over some just basic stance movements that we can do to start improving how we move in stance, the posture of our stance, and the balance of our stance. This is very, very basic and it's just going to throw a couple of our basic punches and some leg checks, okay? So, in stance, hands up, being tall. You should feel your shoulders over your hip, okay? Imagine there's a board on your back. You can't lean forward, okay? If you feel yourself leaning forward, you need to really posture up. Get that head, shoulders, and hips all in line, all right? So I'm very tall. So you can see from the side profile, I'm very tall, okay? We want to make sure that we're here, because anytime that we're leaning forward, we start putting ourselves in danger of clinch, of knees, and we slow our reaction for defending leg kicks, okay? We actually slow our action coming off of the rear kick as well, because if we're leaning forward, then we have to pop up further to throw that kick. We're actually slowing ourselves down, okay? So standing in stance, finding that posture, making sure we have a good, comfortable width to our stance. Our hips are square, that we're not reaching too big from our back. There's about 18 inches across the front, from foot to foot, inside to inside, all right? And then my rear toes are only about maybe 3 or 4 inches behind the line from my front heel, okay? So I'm pretty square right here, all right? If I get my back foot too far, I'm really going to slow myself down a lot, okay? It's much less effective, and you'll find that when you get kicked in the lower part of the leg, when people are going for sweeps, that reaching stance here makes it much easier to take our balance away from the front, okay? Whereas if we go here and somebody takes it away, we're able to control our balance a lot more, okay? So I'm in stance, hands up, and we're just gonna throw a jab, working that shoulder out, keeping this elbow hand tight, all right? Flip the cross, check, check. Okay? Now, if you're not familiar with these checks, all right, imagine that the kick is coming in. We want our knee outside of that kick coming in and create an X with my shin and this. My knee needs to point out over their kick. So beyond their kick, I need to get past where their kick is coming in. All right? Here, opening up and out. And I should be able to do that without changing my stance a whole lot. If I'm tall and in my stance, I can do it without changing my stance much at all. Alright, so you can see here, I'm not moving my stance very much at all. I'm very, very quick here. Anybody who's tried to land kicks on my lead leg knows that I check more often than not. Alright? Now going to the rear check. It's the same thing. We're trying to protect this leg often, but sometimes this leg as well. And we're creating that same motion, except for we have to reach our hip up and forward and check from the back to the front. Again, trying to get that knee out and create that X. And we should be able to do this without having to move our stance a whole lot again. Okay, so I'm in stance, I go jab, cross, pointing those toes at my cross, retract, check, check. Back to stance, from the side profile, jab, cross, check, check. Coming back to the front, jab, cross, check, check. In stance, pivoting to the side, jab, cross, check, check. Alright, so very basic exercise to start feeling where our stance is at and where we need to make adjustments. This will help us stay tall, this will help us move more effectively, conserve energy, and be better in general at setting up attacks. Okay? We'll be faster, we'll be cleaner. So work on this, practice this, get perfect at this, guys. This is a great little drill to get you warmed up to start your Muay Thai session. All right? Thank you for watching.